Hi everyone, I just wanted to show you the tag that I made for Metal Lovers group on Facebook. Um, this is I'm probably going to say a 6 inch tall by 3 inch, maybe 7 inch, I did not measure, piece of manila cardstock, as you can tell the back. And I just cut it out to look like a tag. So that's my first layer. Under it, on top of it, I used this, this is what's left over, piece of scrapbooking paper. I'm not sure who made it. It was sent to me as a rack by a crafting friend, and I don't really, she wanted to stay anonymous, and I don't know what kind of paper it is. So, but anyway, I did tear it up, and it's on the bottom. You could barely see because my colors were so dark. You can barely see the print. So this chipboard piece is also was also a rack from the same person. And what I did was I used some embossing, one of my embossing pads, and I used the Stempenduous Chunky Clear Deep Impressions embossing enamel, and I did 2 layers of it. So it did give it a nice glaze, so it's shiny. And then what I did next was, my background is basically, I gessoed it because obviously the paper was dark, so I wanted to lighten it up a little bit, and so that it would stay in the background. So I gessoed it, and then once that dried, I used the gold spray from Prima in the Empress Gold, which I have to tell you is probably one of my favorite gold sprays. I also used the Lindy Stamp Gang Moonshadow Mist in the Buccaneer Bay Blue. I don't know if you can see that. There you go. And I also used in my background some Silks Acrylic Glaze in the Azurite. And I also used some of Ranger's alcohol inks in this bluish green color. I forgot to bring it over to where I'm making the video. I will post a color in the comments. The black that you see there is, I just used my finger and hit it with some heavy gesso from Finnabar in black. And that is where you see some of the black going around here and under. And believe it or not, the gold that you see lines was when I sprayed the color bloom spray. I put a little too much on it, and I used a paper towel to kind of wipe it down, right in the center. And that little bit that was still on the paper towel, I just smudged it onto the bottom of the card and up here too. The flowers, these 3 flowers here, are from Wild Orchid Flowers, and they were white. And what I did was I painted them blue with the Silks Acrylic Glaze, and then when they kind of dried, I spritzed them very closely with the color bloom spray. The little blue flowers were from my stash, and I just took a paintbrush and painted the edges of it with the also with the Silks Acrylic Glaze. This stamp is from my stash, and it's still on my block, and it just said time on it. I don't know who made it, or I've had it for ages. And then if you can see here, there's also an image stamped, and it is that image right there. And in this corner here, I used this stamp here. Also something that was in my stash. I have no idea when, where, how, or how long I've had it. Probably a long time. These are sequences from my stash, and the black lace that you see in the background is actually a dress that I bought my daughter, and it had a lot of lace on it, and she threw it in the dryer and it fell apart, so I've been using the lace as you know, recycling it. These little flowers are from my stash. I believe they're Prima. And I used a We Are Memory Keepers, what do you call these? Eyelet. So that is my submission for the Metal Lovers challenge this month. And I wish that the colors would show up a little more vivid, because they are a lot more vivid in real life. I'm trying to get you as close to my window as possible. I have a huge pine tree outside my window, so it kind of stops any sunlight from coming in. But that's my submission. Thank you for watching, and have a great day.